Okay.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
It's not a product placement.
So after that heated argument about Batman v Superman, another trailer dropped actually before the Batman v Superman, and it was the Civil.
It was also on Kimmel.
Also on Kimmel. Well, he's ABC, and they're with Disney.
Illuminati, I guess, right?
Oh my God, totally. So, Civil War trailer, Captain America Civil War trailer came out, and I just want to say, doesn't it feel right that the best movies in the MCU, the most well-rounded movies, the most action-packed, in my opinion, the best movies in this cinematic universe belong to Captain America? Doesn't that feel right?
Yes, it does.
So right.
And I'm not even a fan of Cap in the comics.
No one was.
No.
Literally no one was.
So,
but now he's literally the coolest guy in this universe.
Well, we've discussed this before on Trash Talk, right? Where like those are my favorite Marvel films, like even above the Avengers. I just think that this next movie, like I mean, dude, I don't know how they keep topping it, but that's crazy.
It's funny because, you know, people always go, Marvel's so good, they always get better and better. Iron Man 2 sucked. Iron Man 3 sucked.
I didn't think Iron Man 2 was as bad as everybody thought, but Iron Man 3 was pretty fucking trash.
Iron Man 3 was really bad.
And people really liked that movie. I don't know why you liked that, but you didn't like 2.
Because
2 was cool.
2 wasn't as funny as 3.
But
the whole thing
3
of 3
wasn't funny either.
Oh yeah, it was. The main villain was a gag. And then when he started doing his funny stuff, everyone in the theater was laughing literally. And I was crying.
That's the thing though, is that everybody that was laughing in the theater, they're not the comic book nerds, because I saw that and I was like, this is stupid as fuck.
I was crying. But the Cat movies keep getting better. So the first one was good. The second one...
No, the first one was great.
No, the first one was good. The second one was great.
The first one was great. The second one was
the first
fantastic.
one had some shots that looked like Sky Captain World Tomorrow. The second one was great, okay?
All right.
The second one was great. And first of all, the first one, you said this in the last Trash Talk, they killed off Red Skull. So I really can't give a grade to a movie that killed off Red Skull.
No, I don't know if they killed him off. He's just gone.
So good, great. This one, wow, it could be legendary. I'm on the lines that I think they showed a little bit too much. Like they did not need to show Black Panther.
Why not?
Because they showed him, but they gave no context to him.
Who gives a f? Hey, guess what? Black Panther. That's it. Who cares?
It would have been a lot cooler if his debut was just in the movie.
Nope.
Why?
Because
it shows him running.
Yeah.
And then it shows him jumping.
Okay.
That's it.
Who cares?
Why would they show Black Panther? For the
fans. That's why.
For the fans?
The whole thing. Yes.
What does that give us? It shows him jumping. He could be a terrible character for all we know.
Well, of course, the movie could be terrible for all we know. But the whole point, though, is that the fans are waiting for Black Panther, and boom, they gave you the shot. That's all you need to see.
You were satisfied by what Dude, Black Panther, I'm telling you right now, the coolest thing about him is not his action. So the stuff they showed us in the trailer was that him running and him jumping.
Are you talking about the character, or are you talking about in the movie?
I'm talking about the character.
Okay.
To me, the Black Panther isn't, the intriguing thing about him isn't about this cool crap. It's his political side. And how much cooler would it have been if they didn't show Black Panther, but they showed the actor playing Black Panther
T'Challa,
being the
But that's
political thing, like you don't know what side he's on.
But this is going to be, we still don't know though.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
But it would be more interesting if you saw Black Panther and his, like, all of a sudden there's this black dude who's like kind of on Iron Man's side, but he's kind of on Cap's side. That would have been more intriguing than, look, he ran and he jumped.
Well, the thing though is that there's so much going on in this movie. Like, we have Cap versus Iron Man, right? And then we have or it's not the Mutant Registration Act in this, but whatever they're...
This
yeah, what is it called?
Sokovia Report or something like that.
Yeah, whatever happened in Avengers 2. And then we have the Black Panther storyline, because his father has to die.
Okay.
And we have to get an origin story on that guy first, right? All in this movie. And there's going to be...
They're doing a standalone of him.
Yeah, I know, but still, they're got to establish him somehow. And then there's supposed to be Baron Zemo, and there's supposed to be, what's his name? Bone Crusher? Skull? Crossbones.
Okay.
So
they showed him in the trailer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though, is that there's so much going on in this to where just a little glimpse, it was just fan service. It was awesome.
What's the coolest part about Civil War? The fight war. Or the fact that the superheroes are choosing sides? And let's be honest, in Civil War comic, there were superheroes that were on Tony's side that you didn't want on Tony's side. You're like, dude, come on, you're my favorite.
No,
that's the coolest part, okay? Not the eventual fight, because honestly, we've seen big powerhouses versus big powerhouse. That's nothing new in movies, okay? We've seen people fight each other. What we haven't seen is what makes Spider-Man want to be on Cap's side or Iron Man's side or whatever. This is more intriguing to Civil War, and I think that would have intrigued the fans more than, because we've seen all this action crap. We've seen this. That didn't excite me. The action does not excite me anymore.
You were not excited by the last scene?
No, the only action scene that excited me in the Civil War trailer was Black Falcon. He did the sick thing.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing. That was because he is just a human in a external exosuit.
He's in a jetpack, basically.
Yeah, so that's what makes it cool. Whereas I'm not impressed anymore by Cap's fighting ability. I'm not impressed anymore by I'm not impressed by that, okay? You said it was intriguing for the fans. BS. What's intriguing for the fans, because I'm a fan, I want to see Black Panther's political views are. I want to see why Tony hates Cap so much. All we saw is the money shots.
This is just one trailer.
The first trailer, if any trailer, excites the fans more than the cash.
And this wasn't that?
No, it wasn't. For me, it wasn't. Look, I like the trailer, but I'm just saying there's no context to it. It was just like a Michael Bay trailer.
Who cares? That's fucking awesome.
Everyone hates Michael Bay movies, though.
I don't give two fucks about what that guy does. I don't give a shit.
But it was just like a Michael Bay trailer. It was like, look at all this crap exploding. This person fights this person, and these dudes aren't friends anymore.
They showed. That's the thing. That's the whole point of the movie.
Exactly. The best part of the trailer was, what's the best line in the whole trailer?
The part that Iron Man gave everybody the feels.
Say the line. I want you to say the line. Well, so Cap says...
Yeah, he's my friend, and then Iron Man says, so was I.
That's the best part of the trailer, okay? Yeah. And was there any action in that?
No, but that's what they showed.
No, it shows you that they're verbally fighting.
They showed you that in the beginning, though, when fucking Ross came in with everything, and he's telling Steve all the shit that needs to go down, and then fucking Tony comes in.
Which doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Because Cap has saved America multiple times.
I know.
So why are they... He's called him a vigilante? That's bullshit.
Well, if you're going to start nitpicking, that's where you start nitpicking, is the actual movie version of this storyline. Because the comic book version of the storyline was crazy, right?
Yeah.
The reason for everything made more sense than this does.
This trailer is nothing more different than a Michael Bay trailer.
So you want more context. Hold on. So you want more context to the story. But in the Batman v Superman, there was too much context.
There wasn't. No. They spoiled Doomsday, okay?
Who cares?
So what was the best part of the Batman v Superman trailer? When Bruce and Clark were just talking. No action shots.
Correct.
That's what intrigues you, and you're like, wow, these two dudes really hate each other.
That's the whole point of a movie like this, though, is that comic book movies are not just dumb action flicks, and they're not...
Most of them are.
Well, Avengers 2 was, but like, they're more than what people perceive them as, right? And that's the coolest part, especially for fans, where we see these characters that we basically know on some kind of weird level, you know, because we've read their books and shit. So we see that part, plus we get to see the stuff that we see just 2D drawn out in 3D live action. So
why did Rhodey have to die?
He didn't die. He didn't die. Nobody knows.
Why did they show that?
Do you know if he's dead?
But why would they show that?
Who cares?
What do you mean, who cares? Why would they show that? Why did they need to show that?
So, do you know why it happened?
No, but you know that eventually he goes down. So whenever Rhodey is in a little bit of trouble...
He's not dead, though.
I didn't say dead. I said he goes down.
Yeah.
So in the movie, when you're watching it, you know that he gets into a little bit of trouble. You're like, wow, this is the part where he goes down. That's not fun.
But what if that's not the part?
Well, eventually it's going to happen, because in the trailer he's down.
So in the meantime, you're going to sit there in suspense and be like, is this the part? Is this when it's going to happen?
I would literally hand you $5 if that happens in the movie.
What?
They just don't have enough... They don't have enough screen time to have multiple times where you're like, is this the part where Rhodey, such a minuscule character who gets criminally out, like not written enough about him, and Rhodey should be more. Like,
I agree.
I'd rather see a Rhodey movie than like half the other crap they show in Avengers 2. Like, I really don't care about a Black Widow and what her and Hulk want to do with their lives. Okay, I really don't care. I'd rather see what Rhodey does, okay, in War Machine.
No, I agree.
Him being applied in like real war crap, okay? Like, have him fight ISIS.
In Iron Man 1, that was so sick.
That's what was cool about it, right?
Yeah, and then they went way off on that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so for whatever reason, that doesn't apply to these movies anymore. It's not like that. Same thing with Cap 1, where Cap 1 was very war-esque.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it just became, it's an Avengers thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would say the fans are more excited about the Mutant Registration Act than the climactic fight and chase between Bucky and Black Panther.
I think that it's a mixture of all of it. I think that we're curious to know what the adaptation movie-wise is of that original story. That's what I mean.
They're more
saying, is that
they're
I'm
interested in the story, not the set pieces.
No, I think it's both. Just like I said earlier, we're getting the best of both worlds. We're getting the storyline plus the visuals. You know what I'm saying?
I don't go to these movies for the visuals anymore. In fact, Age of Ultron was very underwhelming action-wise.
That's just you, though.
What was your favorite part of Age of Ultron?
Honestly, I didn't really I liked it, but I didn't think it was fantastic.
Dude, it was Vision picking up the hammer.
Maybe.
Well, that was not an action
That's the thing.
scene.
You put me on the spots where it's like I got to actually sit there and think.
It was either that, the scene where they're all trying to get the hammer. I mean, I'm saying my favorite parts of these movies these days, definitely not the action scenes, because I could not tell you the difference between Age of Ultron's last climactic scene and Avengers 1. Like, it just all kind of blends in for me. What stands out is the story. And in this trailer, there wasn't enough story.
But in Superman, there was too much.
There wasn't story, Chris. There was... Look at all this action. Batman and Superman are fighting. Plus Doomsday. There was no story.
But it visually told you the story.
What happened in this trailer?
Just a bunch of epic shit.
Like what?
Like the whole Civil War, catching the feels, seeing Bing Bang Boom at the end. It was dope.
Bing Bang Boom. I saw Bing Bang Boom in the Prometheus trailer.
Yeah, but Prometheus is not Captain America. Bucky.
You're right. It's Alien, another classic franchise that the fans were waiting to see.
See, that's where I differ, because I am not even a fan of that kind of shit. So that kind of stuff, I don't even give a fuck.
So it's hard for you to see. I will say the money shot was pretty cool with Bucky and...
pretty cool? That's an understatement. That shit was sick. That looked like wrestling on steroids.
It was really cool, but let's be honest, Iron Man could just obliterate them with his energy shots.
Maybe that's the coolest part.
Maybe he was holding back.
That's what I'm saying. Is that maybe Iron Man doesn't want to. So
maybe.
So that's something where it could be different from the books, where the books was Iron Man was literally gung ho about the scenario. He's like Superman was in The Dark Knight, where he works for the government, and the government's just like, that dude right there, take him out.
Maybe they should have pulled a Batman v Superman and had Spider-Man swing in and kick Iron Man out of the way to save him. Just like how Wonder Woman saved Batman.
You know what? I think that's probably in trailer 2.
Awesome. Can't wait to have the movie just told to me on a silver platter.
Hey, that's what the average movie-going audience wants nowadays.
We're done, because trailers are dumb these days.
This guy right here shouldn't watch any trailers at all. I
watch Star Wars trailers. I'm happy.
I told him not to watch the trailer.
I was sick, and you said...
I said, did you see it?
So you didn't see the Batman trailer?
I asked if you did see it. You said no, and I said you won't like it.
No, so you said you were so sick enough not to watch the Batman trailer, and I was like, "What?" You're like, "Yeah." And then I watched it. And I was like,
"No, I said
great.
Don't watch it. I said don't watch it. You're not going to like it."
All right. Well, next.
Hey. All right. People are gonna fucking.